Hello there. This video is going to be a bit different from my usual. Think of it as a StarCat experiment with both commentary and montages. Feel free to let me know if this method was a success or I should just stick with what I know. Thanks and enjoy the video. Risk It Rain 2, the sequel / 3D adaptation of that little pixelated roguelike I remember loving so much. It got me wondering how I should make a video on it. I could just beat the game, or take a hint from Dog Panic or Claygot, go check those out, and do a Survivors montage. Then I realized, oh, this is one of those games that make it work for the unlockable characters. So I decided that was going to be the video I would make. This is Riz. They are to a gardener what a Roomba is to a vacuum. They'll do whatever it takes to protect your mixed greens whilst avoiding an existential crisis. To unlock them, you only need 2 steps. Step 1. When you get out of your pod, pull the panel off the back and pick up the fuel array. Step 2. Survive until you reach the abyssal depths. Locate the broken Rex and jam the thing into its body and you're done. Simple, right? Wrong! The fuel array has a few conditions. It takes up your equipment slot so you can't do this. And if your health goes down to half your maximum, it explodes and you die. So you're essentially playing through the game with half your health. All for this little setup here. And they're very much worth it. And I was prepared to endure hours of pain and dozens of failed runs to unlock Rex. It only took 2.5 hours and 10 runs. With my first attempt, I immediately went for the teleport, thinking it would be an easier boss like the Stone Titan or the Beetle Queen. But what do I find but the Wandering Vagrant? We'll learn why this thing was the bane of my runs. For now, I die when some Lemurians blast me fast 50% and the array explodes. I tried going Commando. I tried playing Commando for another time, but the result was the same. Wandering fucking Vagrant. And then some mobs activate my self-destruct sequence. Maybe I should try playing a different survivor. Ah yes, maybe a change of characters will ensure that I make it past the first— Nope! Just Wandering Vagrant having to ruin my fun, as always! I really shouldn't be rushing to the teleporter. It would make much more sense to gather items and experience so that when I do face the boss, it'll be much— God fucking damn it. It's fine. The bandit's pretty good with bosses, so it shouldn't be— Oh, there it is. You see, when you take the Wandering Vagrant down to low health, it'll use— which is pretty much a semi-perfect cell explosion that deals 2,000% damage. Which didn't kill me, but definitely put me under 50%, so you know the deal by now. Alright, a robot helping their fellow robot should be more than enough pathos to make this run.
I'm an engineer.
I'm not very familiar with the playstyle of the engineer, but I do know his shield is plenty effective, so that'll probably block Genesis Supernova if I have to encounter— Ah, shit. It's fine, just do the damage and head to the shield when GS is— Oh god! Huh. Well, I'm sure that won't come in clutch again.
Indication! Building a sentry. I have returned. Caputos crepitus! What? Oh! The mushrooms!
What?
Hello?
Then I had to pause because my dad needed help with something, so let's get back in— Oh, come on! Ah! I'm even less familiar with the Artificer's playstyle, although I did pay 10 coins for her. I'm not even talking about the coin I needed to actually reach her. so I'm fairly certain she'll be worth them. No, God, no, God, no, no. It's even worse watching it back. No, 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 no! At this point, I came to a realization. I could pick up the fuel array at any time. So I'll just fight the wandering vagrant again and die anyway. I'll just redo that and... Oh. Finally some diversity at the zone. And after I killed her, I ran back to the pond, picked up the array, and now I can do another montage. Hit it!
Double, triple kill.
I'm Palmer.
The secret of magic. Bullets.
Not medicine.
Enemy spider.
He's healing himself.
Okay, enough.
I am heavy weapons guy.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
What? I mean, I appreciate the save, but now I can't save Rex, so I guess I'll just show you how far I've gotten in this run.
Yeah, baby, I am the Lizard King.
I'll see you in hell, lizard.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
After, 3 weeks, I went back and used random.org to decide what survivor to play as, so it wouldn't feel so routine.
Well, hi!
After I melt the Wandering Vagrant and grab the fuel array, I'm certain things will be just... Oh no. I guess this will be another normal run too.
They say the best weapon is when you never have to fire. I respectfully disagree. That's how Dad did it, that's how America does it, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
Bruh.
Since I wasn't really intending to make it past the Abyssal Depths, I figured I'd do an artifact challenge for fun. Since I already said this only took me 11 runs, I'll just make this like a regular video and do a montage. Have fun!
Yeah, money well spent.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Thank you. Come back anytime.
Well, the moment has passed. Back to work. What the hell?
Check it out.
Granddad!
So there you have it. That was my journey to unlock this supposedly high-tier character that I'll definitely play for runs to come. Definitely.